Gorant Chocolates has been producing delicious morsels of goodness since 1949. They still make candy by hand every day and haven't allowed automation to interfere with producing quality products. Gorant Chocolate still uses the purest and freshest ingredients and believe that work done by hand means quality is never sacrificed. You will taste their hard work in every scrumptious bite. Every Gorant confection is a symphony for the senses. Gorant Chocolates, proud sponsor of the Youngstown Phantoms
final
hockey
segment
team.
of this week's episode of Inside the Glass, and it's now time to take a look at this week's Players of the Week, starting with the forward of the week, Christian Pospisil with the Sioux City Musketeers. 3 games played this weekend, 3 goals, 3 assists, and a +6 rating for Pospisil, who was outstanding over the weekend as he tallied 4 points in a 6-3 win over Waterloo on Friday before scoring a goal and dishing out an assist in the 9-3 victory over Dubuque on Sunday afternoon. The Slovakia native has been a big part in Sioux City, setting atop the Western Conference standings as he has scored in 26 of the 44 games he has played this season. He is 4th on the Musketeers in scoring with 39 points, and his goals and assists also rank 4th on the team. Your defenseman of the week, his teammate, Matt Hellickson of the Musketeers. Again, 3 games played, 2 goals, 3 assists, and a +2 rating for Matt. Hellickson had points in all 3 of Sioux City's games this past weekend. He has had back-to-back 2-point nights against Fargo on Tuesday and Waterloo on Friday before scoring what ended up being the game-winning goal in the Musketeers' 9-3 home victory over the Dubuque Fighting Saints on Sunday. The Notre Dame commit has been on fire recently as he has earned at least 1 point in 5 of his last 6 games with 7 points in that span. He is 11th among all USHL defensemen in scoring with 26 points and has 6 multi-point performances this season. Hellickson was named to the U.S. Junior Select Team for the World Junior A Challenge, where he helped Team USA to a gold medal. He was also named to the USHL NHL Top Prospects Games earlier this season and previously won USHL Defenseman of the Week honors on February 24th. And your goaltender of the week was Joseph Coronar of the Lincoln Stars. 2 games played, a 1 goals against average, 1.00, and a .956 save percentage. Coronar made 25 saves on 27 Tri-City shots and a 3-2 win over the Storm on Friday before picking up an 18-save shutout, his second shutout of the year in the Stars' 1-0 win over the Madison Capitals on Saturday. The Czech netminder has been stellar between the pipes for Lincoln all season long, as he is currently 2nd among all USHL goaltenders in save percentage and 3rd in goals against average. He has won 4 of his last 5 starts in net to help Lincoln make a late push for the Clark Cup playoffs and has made at least 25 saves in 4 of his last 6 appearances. Coronar's 2 starts with less than 25 saves during that stretch both resulted in shutouts. He currently sports a record of 12-10-0-2 and was ranked 15th among North American goaltenders on NHL Central Scouting's midterm rankings in January. Those have been your CCM Players of the Week. Remember, CCM is the official equipment provider of the United States Hockey League. And now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, the updated standings and the playoff picture. And we're going to start in the West, where things are very, very tight. 2 teams actually clinching playoff spots, and those are the Sioux City Musketeers with a record of 38-10-5-2 and 83 points. They have clinched what looks to be clinched that number 1 spot in the West. Waterloo Blackhawks directly behind them. They have a record of 37-15-2-2 for 78 points. They have also clinched a playoff spot in the West. And things get a little interesting with the next 3 teams. The Fargo Force, who currently sit in 3rd with a record of 32-18-4-1, 69 points. Their magic number to get into to clinch a spot is 7 points with 5 games remaining. Directly behind them are the Des Moines Buccaneers, only 1 point back with a record of 32-21-3, 68 points. Their magic number to clinch a spot is 8 with 4 games remaining. In 5th place, the Phantoms' opponent this weekend, the Lincoln Stars, with a record of 30-24-1, 65 points. Their magic number is 11 with 5 games remaining. So the Stars needing 2 wins over the Phantoms this weekend and a couple of losses by Fargo or Des Moines to get into that last playoff spot. So Stars are going to be battling this weekend, and it should be an exciting series as they take on the Phantoms, also battling for that 4th playoff spot in the East. The next 3 teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. The Omaha Lancers, who have a record of 21-28-5-2 and 49 points. The Sioux Falls Stampede with a record of 19-28-3-6 and 47 points, and the Tri-City Storm with a record of 19-28-6-2 and 46 points. Again, all of those teams have been eliminated from playoff contention. And so we take a look at the East, where the Chicago Steel have clinched a playoff spot. They have a record of 36-14-2 and 377 points with 5 games remaining. Again, Chicago clinching a playoff spot in the East, the first team to do so. In second place currently sits the Muskegon Lumberjacks with a record of 34-18-3-1, 72 points. Their magic number to get in is 3 with 4 games remaining. The Dubuque Fighting Saints directly behind them with a record of 32-17-5-2, 71 points on the season. Their magic number to get in is 4 with 4 games remaining. In fourth place, the Green Bay Gamblers, who are in a virtual tie with your Youngstown Phantoms. The Gamblers have a record of 32-21-2-2, 68 points. Their magic number to get in is 7 with 3 games remaining. And the Phantoms have a record of 31-19-5-1, 68 points on the season. Again, their magic number is 7 as well, but 4 games remaining. So that tight race for that fourth and final playoff spot really is going to come into play, as the Phantoms have taken the season series 2-1 over the Gamblers. However, the Gamblers have the first tiebreaker in regulation plus overtime wins. So the best scenario for the Phantoms to get into the playoffs is to just win the next 4 games, get those 8 points, and automatically the Phantoms will overtake the Gamblers by virtue of points. The remaining teams in the East have all been eliminated. The Bloomington Thunder with a record of 23-25-4-3, 53 points on the season. Madison Capitals currently in 7th place, 22-29-1-3, 48 points on the season. Team USA in 8th place, 22-30-1-2 with 47 points on the year so far. And in 9th place, the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders with a record of 12-39-3-1 and 28 points. All of those teams have 5 games remaining. So let's take a look at the race for that Anderson Cup, and it's looking like it's going to be going in the direction of the Sioux City Musketeers, who currently their magic number to clinch that Anderson Cup and home ice advantage throughout the playoffs is 5. Again, the Musketeers have 83 points, 38-10-5-2 on the season. Right behind them are the Waterloo Blackhawks. However, their magic number is 10 to clinch the Anderson Cup, and they only have 4 games remaining, so a bit of tough sledding for the Blackhawks. And currently sitting in third for that race for the Anderson Cup are the Chicago Steel with 77 points. Their magic number is 11 with 5 games remaining, so things can change for that race for the Anderson Cup, but it is looking like it's leaning in the direction of going towards the Sioux City Musketeers. And so that's going to do it for this week's episode of Inside the Glass. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unable to make it down to the Covelli Center this weekend, you can always tune in to YPHR or Hockey TV to check out the great action between the Youngstown Phantoms and the Lincoln Stars this weekend. And next weekend, the Phantoms take on the United States National Development Team, U17. So great 4 games to end the season as the Phantoms look to finish the push towards that final playoff spot. Great seats are always available. Call 330-747-7825 to get those tickets. Thank you once again for tuning in. I'm Sean Stewart, signing off.